Yeah. Okay, cool. So, so we're out here and we're just having a little conversation about. You were saying that you think maybe we should be focusing on human problems more than animal problems.
I think it's exclusive. Yeah, it's not like exclusive.
Not exclusive.
I think what we are seeing is a lot of human beings also being like tortured, like physically.
Humans are in an awful situation.
Both animals and humans.
Both animals and humans.
You cannot exclude or like say one or the other.
There you go.
Right? It's not either or.
Yeah.
Right? But the issue is like we face a lot of issues with human beings.
Yes, yes.
Situation. So that's part of the that's part of what we're coming from.
Okay, great.
It's like I mean I definitely believe that animals have a right to exist. That's definitely fair. But human beings, man, we have to have solidarity with our own people, right? With who we are.
Yeah. Do you think that Robin is not in solidarity with human suffering right now?
I mean, he probably is, but the thing is the reality of the matter, man, is other types of animals, because we are also animals.
Yeah.
Right? We are, as humans, we are animals.
Yeah.
But there's just too much human suffering going on with a different level of consciousness. You can talk about pain in animals, but I mean, if you really look at a pig on a farm, because I've done farm work, right? I've helped kill animals, right? I've no problem. I've eaten the animal afterwards. I have no problem with it. I actually think it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful process. When it's a house-raised animal.
You think it's beautiful to have the blood all on the ground like that?
Yeah, it is when it's on your hands and you have the knife halfway through and the animal. So it's not bad. It's not bad. It's natural.
It's natural to stab them in the throat.
It's very natural.
Very natural.
It's very natural.
Animals shouldn't be in a cage.
No, they shouldn't be in a cage.
Because at the end of the day, like human beings who grow animals in a healthy way, you have to sort of leave them free.
Okay.
Right?
So real quick, do you think it's wrong to put an animal in a cage, but it's not wrong to put a knife in their throat?
No, not at all.
Why not?
That's basic human evolution, is that we domesticated animals to a point where we could breed them where they can live fine, right? What should the ambition of a sheep's life be?
Okay, how about to be happy, safe, and free just like humans?
All right, well, they can be happy, safe, and well. So do you want like sheep running down the street here?
No, I just don't think we should be breeding them unnecessarily if we don't need to. Hey, how you doing?
It's human evolution, man. It's how we got to where we are now is through domestication of animals. It's one of the most important parts of
the issue, like how capitalism have caged animals. That's what you're facing.
Well,
historically, overall, animals have lived free, and we have interacted with animals in a healthy way, and used animals for like food in a healthy way. But now,
well, healthy for us, but not healthy for them. And actually, it's not healthy for us because it gives us heart disease.
The past 100 years, the past 100 years, animals have been caged and massive production.
Yes.
That's how you see it.
Exactly. I'm not a fan of big production. I think it's wrong. Small scale personal production is not wrong.
So would you say that you're against animal cruelty?
Yes, I am against.
So you don't think that it's cruel to cut their heads off?
No, it's not cruel because it's because they're then serving their purpose. What is the purpose? What is the purpose of anything, right? So
what's the purpose of you?
What's the purpose? I don't have a purpose. I just exist, right?
Okay, well, what about the animals? Why can't
they just exist, right? But when their day comes to go into the night and to be eaten, that's fine. There's no.
It's not fine for them though.
Bro, it's like it's okay. Like the thing is I'm gonna be super honest. You can't compare animal suffering with human suffering.
But you said earlier that we are animals.
We are animals. All right, so animals outside of humans, they're suffering.
Doesn't matter?
Humans, because the consciousness, there's been so much scientific research about consciousness.
So if we were killing dogs, would you be upset of us demonstrating against the killing of dogs?
I wouldn't really care if we... personally, I don't really care about this sliding scale, and it's kind of goofy that you have the camera. It does take away a little bit from the conversation, to be honest. But
does it make you nervous to talk about this? It doesn't make me nervous at all.
It just makes me curious about your intentions. Right?
I'm going to put this on the internet.
Which is fine, right? That's fine. It's a beautiful way. It's fine, right? But
are you vegetarian?
Vegan.
You're vegan
for 7 years, and I'd like to show you my arms here. You know, I'm in perfect shape. So when you
can I tell you one thing?
Yes.
I grew up in poverty, and in poverty was forced to be vegan. You have a choice to be vegan.
Well, I've been.
But can I say this?
Yes, go ahead.
I grew up eating beans and rice. And no meat.
Oh, cool.
Because it was economics.
Oh yeah. There you go.
So that's important to distinguish.
Yeah.
I don't eat meat.
But now
you don't eat meat. Okay, good.
But it had changed in some way. But at the same time, I want to say you have a choice as a middle class white man.
Yeah.
I didn't have a choice as a poor Latino growing up eating beans. So I grew up by no choice. I grew up as a vegan.
So it was actually more affordable for you to be vegan than it was to be a meat eater.
Because economically we're forced because the economic system that you control forced us.
I understand. And we stand up for yes. And I understand.
I'm against animal cruelty. I'm against because it's bad.
Yes.
But also at the end of the day, human beings have coexisted with this animal eating for like thousands of years.
But that's not coexisting. That's killing.
No, but it is part of life. You have chosen because philosophical ideas. You have chosen that.
Yeah.
We were forced because we're poor. You were not poor.
Well, I am. I've been living in my car for 2 years, but that's.
What about your family? What about your family?
Well, the point is, we stand up for Black Lives Matter. We stand up for immigrants' rights. We're anti-Trump.
So do we.
Yes, good. Yes, we have a lot of common ground.
I'm sure we do, man. And like even veganism, we're moving away from meat.
Cool.
Which is fine, right?
Yeah.
But like, how much experience do you have with small farms?
Well, what I realize is that cutting an animal's head off is mean. They don't want it done to them any more than you would want it done to you.
How much experience do you have with it?
What difference does that make in me? I've seen a lot of slaughterhouse videos. I've seen a lot of farm videos. Yeah, evidence.
But like exactly, massive production is much. So from my personal experience, right, I was working with people in very small farms in a very rural context where the animal was part of their livelihood for the year.
Yeah, but they could do something else. They could grow rice, pasta, fruits, vegetables, seeds, nuts, beans.
Could they? Yeah, that's the thing, man. Could they?
You have to go up to the corporation.
What we're going after is animal exploitation and speciesism, because this is discrimination against animals, discrimination based on forms.
This is what I think I'm against you.
Okay.
Because you're not having a class analysis or economic analysis. Your thing is sort of like
He was saying it's cheaper to be vegan.
No. In a South American context.
So rice, but watch, rice, pasta, fruits, vegetables, seeds, nuts, beans. Okay, that's cheaper than steak.
I eat only quinoa.
Okay.
And it's come from indigenous context.
Okay.
It is part of the bourgeois. If you have money, you can buy it. If you are poor, you cannot afford it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And I'm against classism. I'm against capitalism.
But let's make the economic analysis.
Yeah.
Economic issue.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is that we should stop the oppression of all, let me just say this one thing real quick. Regardless of their race, their sex, their sexual orientation, whether they're immigrants or American-born citizens, whether they're animals, whether they're dogs or cows. Yes, United States. You get the point that I'm making, is that everyone should be treated with respect, and it's not respectful to cut their heads off.
Bro, you cannot say that's actually so disrespectful to people that are actually living in an oppressive state right now.
But what about us? We're not living in that situation.
No. You have privileges and you have choice.
Exactly.
So if we have that choice, shouldn't we choose compassion?
But comparing the liberation of an oppressed person of color who's gay or who's transgender or who's in the bottom rung of United States society, to compare their oppression with that of a farm animal is so disrespectful.
Do you think so? Let me tell you this: pigs are as smart as 3-year-old children.
Word, but a pig is a pig, bro.
Okay, and that's discrimination. That's speciesism. It's human supremacy.
Bro, it's
Latinos with pigs.
No, I'm comparing children with pigs. Pigs are as smart as 3-year-old children. Okay.
But I think when you got it wrong, that you had to experience the real poverty.
I've been in poverty. I've been living in my car for 2 years.
That's a choice. That's a choice, right? That's a choice.
It's like, man, listen, we're probably very aligned on a lot of issues, right? We're very aligned on a lot of issues. But don't get it twisted, right? Like so you say a full-grown pig's comparable to a 3-year-old.
Yeah, they have babies they nurture.
Yeah, I know.
They have lives that matter to them as much as our lives matter to us.
Do they?
Yeah.
Do you know that pigs eat their young?
No, they don't,
yes,
man.
Oh my, you're so hilarious. You do not know animals. Pigs eat their young.
You
understand animals.
All right, calm down.
No, you calm down. You know, because you keep saying these things. See, and you're gonna put on the internet. That's hilarious. It's fine, right? Because this is your activism. You're so radical.
Dude, pigs nurture their young.
No,
they grow together. They love them. They frolic through fields. They play like children.
Where do they do that?
I can show you the videos.
Where do they do that, bro?
Kill the little ones too.
Yes, pigs eat their little ones. A big pig will not give a shit to a little pig. A big pig will take everything.
So what about a mentally disabled adult human? Okay, now I'm not. No. If we're gonna talk about levels of intelligence, listen. Let me finish finish my sentence. I let you talk.
All right. No, give me.
I'll let you talk.
Give me this last one. That's fine.
Okay, so a person with a mental disability is not as smart as some of these animals that we're talking about, and they cannot take care of themselves.
That's a fallacy. It's your
Yeah, that's also your interpretation of mental disabilities, where there actually are.
What you've been trying to say is that because animals are not as smart as us, we can exploit them.
What I've been saying.
Well, what is the difference between humans and non-human animals? What is the difference between a human and a pig that makes it okay for us to cut their heads off?
So are you like a pig?
I feel pain, I have nerve endings, I have a brain, I have a heart, I have a family I care about, I have a life that matters to me, just as pigs do.
What part of the pig's life matters so intrinsically to them?
They frolic through fields, they enjoy being petted. Have you not petted a pig before?
Have you ever tried to pet a pig? A pig will bite your fucking hand, bro, so quick.
I think you need to go look at some videos on the internet.
No, Ethan.
Let's hear what Robin has to say.
I think that you all need to get your heads actually around concepts and understand that animals, if an animal sees you, they will fucking kill you.
Oh yeah? Cows, pigs, and chickens are trying to cut our heads off?
A pig will eat you. A pig will eat you.
You just made a claim. You claimed that they're young, and I think you refuted that. I looked it up on the internet, which we all know is authoritative. There's a Wikipedia article about scavenging, which I haven't read through, obviously. But it says that the behavior of eating their young occurs in domestic pigs.
Domestic, and that's if they're in close confinement.
You're as a point of fact, you're right, but as a point of argument, you might favor your side.
It's only because they're in extreme confinement that they resort to unnatural behavior because they're driven insane.
They're young. I never heard that before.
Because I've seen it. Because I've worked on farms.
You worked on farms.
I've lived with pigs, and then I've killed those pigs, and I've eaten those pigs because it's not weird. That's natural.
You were talking about having blood on your hands, and it reminded me of a serial killer talking about how much they enjoy killing.
No, but don't confuse that.
Yeah, that's so hilarious, bro.
It seems like you're at least informed on what it's like to work on a farm.
I am informed on it, and I'm informed on the lifespan of an animal, right?
Okay, let's talk about that. So, like a dog, the natural lifespan of a pig is about 12 years, but we killed them when they're only 6 months old. We killed them when they're only 6 months old. All right, cheers, man. All right, so they're killed at a very early age. And when we kill them at such an early age, we deprive them of their future existence. We deprive them of everything they have, their entire life. How is that not cruel to that individual?
Bro, what are they aspiring to do? Are they aspiring to eat the apples up the hill?
Are
they aspiring?
What does a child aspire to do? A toddler? A toddler has the same Yeah, let's hear you.
Why do we judge them on our ability to understand what they desire or not? So they have desires. We're not able to communicate with them through our words, but through their brains, they have desires. They have anxiety. They have depression.
They have fear. They get scared. They care about being free from harm. They don't want to be locked in cages. They don't want to have people stab them in the throat. They want to run around and be free like us.
Do they? Has a pig told you that?
Yeah, wait. Okay, let me ask you this. When you killed these pigs, did they voluntarily stick their neck out for you to plunge the knife in? Or did they try to run away from you because they were scared?
Of course they did. Of course they did.
Okay, so they have a desire to not get stabbed in the neck.
Not get killed because that's animal instinct, right? But
just like human instinct to not get killed. So why don't we just respect that, since we don't need to eat animals? We don't need to cut their heads off. These are babies and their mothers, and we cut their heads off so that we can eat their dead bodies, and there is no moral justification for this. I haven't eaten animals in 7 years. I'm in the best shape of my life. So killing them is unnecessary animal cruelty.
That's a different animal. We all have choices.
If you want to talk about alternatives, right? We can talk about alternatives. And if you want to target slaughterhouse, just target slaughterhouse, right? It's fine.
Well, that's what we're doing. Because see that restaurant right there? That's a slaughterhouse. That restaurant over there, that's a slaughterhouse.
Did they kill a pig there?
You get the point.
No, I don't get the point.
Okay, consumer demand. When we buy these products, we are paying someone to stab an animal in the throat, right?
Okay, so you're saying it's indirect. Okay.
Yeah.
He was talking about like the way they killed the pig, but I think you're kind of arguing that that's not even.
Yeah. Because just like dogs, they don't want to be killed. Just like humans, they don't want to be killed, and we don't need to kill them.